Hello. Hey gang, it's me. Welcome back to my channel. It has been quite some time. I want to preface this by saying, and I'm sure you've heard the phrase before, but I truly have filmed this video a few times. I may use parts of the previous version that I had filmed, but I definitely am going to take out a good majority of it. I'll explain why in just a second. So as you can tell, purely by looking at this shot, we have had quite a few life changes happen this year, basically since the last time I've made a video. The first one being, welcome to my car. We're in the Beetle that my parents and Andrew bought for me for my birthday. Thank you so much again. I love this car so much. That's item number one, is I have my own car now, which is cool. I haven't had a car in a long time. You've seen me driving a car, but it wasn't one that I owned, so number one. The next item of business is that, yes, you are seeing correctly. I do have pink in my hair. It's left over from Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but your eyes do not deceive you. That is the thing that is actually happening. Hello, I'm doing good. How are you? Oh my God, you're texting me. Say hello. And then may I also please have a small Peppermint Bliss cold brew?
Yeah, a small Peppermint Bliss cold brew. We are at a soft top is what this is.
Then just no topper
No
on
toppings,
it. Yeah.
So the Peppermint Bliss cold brew.
Yes. And then can I also please have the Electric Berry Dutch Soda?
Oh, it's a nice one.
Yes, please. And then the Picture Perfect Dutch Freeze, please.
Bye, Puppy.
Say bye. Okay, so we've got all our housekeeping things out of the way. Now, buckle up, because we've got a story to talk about. To get this out of the way, this here is starting to settle a little bit, so that's why it doesn't look so hot. But this is the Peppermint Bliss cold brew, I think. It's the holiday drink from Dutch Bros. So they didn't have the soft top, which is what it's supposed to come with. So I put some oat-based whipped topping that I got at Whole Foods recently on top. So let's give it a taste. Cheers, everybody. This is not allowed. It is criminally good. Oh man, I do enjoy peppermint mocha though. I didn't think I really would because it's just kind of like, it's not my favorite flavor. I'm definitely more of a pumpkin ass bitch, but I do like this. This is really good. Next up we have the Electric Berry Dutch Soda. As I've mentioned, I love Dutch sodas because it's basically flavored soda water. I think the brand is like Orin or something like that. They're basically flavors that they put into it, so it's not like a traditional soda that's like a lot of high fructose corn syrup and very like artificial ingredients. It's soda water with flavor in it, and I like it because I don't always have just an array of flavors on hand. I do have a Soda Stream and some additional flavors, but it makes it more like a LaCroix, and this is a little bit more of an intense flavor than that. So cheers, everybody. Oh, P.S. I spilled a little, that's why it's not full. So yay for being clumsy. This is quite nice too. I actually really like this. So I have to run. Stand by. I will be right back. Well, yes, hello. We are not only in a change of scenery, but a change of outfit because it is several hours later. So I have a very important life update to share in bold, the biggest font letters. I am not pregnant. Shouldn't have to say that, but also, nor do I have any desire to be anytime soon. But if you follow me on any other social media, first of all, you are way more up to date than anyone who exclusively watches my YouTube videos, because sometimes I just be inconsistent. That's just what it is, because life happens. I need to reintroduce you to Duke here. This is Duke, the suddenly blind dog, which is how I introduce him to everybody now who's meeting him for the first time. Backstory. On July 29th, I was leaving the house and I noticed that Duke was like looking at the ceiling instead of looking at me. And before he, spoiler alert, he's blind. Before he lost his sight, he used to come running to the door when I would get home. He would follow me around everywhere. He was very much like right on me all the time. And so it was a little weird to me that instead of looking at me, which he used to do when I would leave and I would tell him bye, as I do every time I leave, he just wasn't looking where I was, is the short of it. Also, side note, this is gonna be a true coffee chit chats with Cass. We haven't done one of these in a while. But this is delicious. I'm almost done with that Dutch soda, by the way. I put this in the fridge and she's still good. Dutch Bros cold brew. So I was concerned that he wasn't able to see, and then he started, when I would try to give him a treat, he would listen for it, you could tell, but not look at it. It's hard to explain because yes, he is blind, but his eyes are obviously like still open. I don't know if he has his eye open now. But because his eyes still open and closed, it's hard for people to understand that he can't see. So the easiest way that I can explain it is like the lights are on, but there's no one home in his eyes. So yes, his eyes still open and closed, but we did vision tests the first couple days and he just was not responsive to most of them. Like if you snap, he'll, as he just did, he can hear, but he wasn't using his sight. So he was also relying a lot more on his sense of smell. So when I would try to give him a treat, he wouldn't be looking at it, he would look at the ceiling, and then when it would drop to the ground, he would have to sniff for it. Like you could tell he couldn't just see it because he's an extremely food-driven dog. I knew something was wrong. We took him to the emergency vet in El Paso. They told us he had acute blindness and they weren't really sure why or what was going on, but that he should see an ophthalmologist. I called the Eye Care for Animals, I believe it was, in El Paso, and they were booked for like another couple weeks to a month. There was another vet that I had talked to. Basically, I was willing to go anywhere to try to figure this out. And what ended up happening was I took him to Albuquerque, my mom went with me, and they told us that basically he's blind. They were able to diagnose him with SARS, which I will leave some more information down below. Basically, what that means is it's a sudden loss of vision. There is no real way to figure out what happened to cause it. There's not essentially a treatment, so it's just kind of like there's not a whole lot of information about it. But they did do an experimental treatment on him, which they had also done on another dog that had lost its vision the day before, that sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's experimental, so meaning there's not a lot of research behind it. It's not like I was just letting them do whatever. I wouldn't, just let them do that to my son, but it didn't work. So basically what they did was they injected a steroid behind his eyes, I think, or something. And so for some dogs, it's restored their vision. And basically what they told me is if it did work, it would have to be a continuous thing. So I think every either 3 or 6 months, he would have to come back and get it done again. But since it didn't work, he's just gonna be blind for the rest of his life. That's what's going on with Duke. That's really the biggest thing. We are starting to do some remodeling on the house now as well. Truly, that's the biggest update that we have, is that, one, many Dutch Bros drinks are delicious. 10 out of 10 would recommend. I do enjoy having Dutch Bros here now. That's been great. That's the whole story of us finding out that Duke had lost his sight. Some other things that have happened that are related, unrelated. I got him a stroller, which, you know what? I don't regret it. I love that thing. It was $100. I got it at Petco. I have just done my best to try to make his life as easy as it can be. Obviously, we've also rearranged our living room because one of the cats broke our TV. We had it on a pseudo entertainment center that wasn't the right size, and I don't know what happened, but it was literally right before we went to go see Luke Combs. It just plopped right on over. We had to rearrange the living room because we're mounted. We now have our TV mounted on a wall, but this behind me is a window, so we wouldn't have been able to do that if we had kept the living room the way it was. I mean, other than that, Duke has been adjusting extremely well. He's gotten a lot better with navigating the house, and sometimes, he can't see, and so he's going off of as best as he can remember, I would assume. He does sometimes bump into things, but I tell you what, he is so much better with figuring out where things are. He's gotten very brave. We've had to teach him some new commands because he is just kind of walking and trying to figure it out on his own with every other sense besides his vision. So whenever he's trying to go downstairs, stairs, we have 2 steps that go down to like the back part of our house where like the kitchen and Andrew's now man cave are. So we'll say step and he knows to kind of like brace for that. So he's not just like walking on a flat surface. I'm very proud of him. I love him very much. He's still the same dog in a sense. The only thing that is different in terms of his personality, I guess, is that he doesn't get the zoomies anymore, which I have a video of it.
I'm fast as fuck, boy. Still fast as fuck, boy. Come get some. I don't think you have any idea how fast I really am. I'm fast as fuck, boy.
So that's kind of sad. It was very hard, and honestly I think that's why I haven't uploaded any other of the times that I filmed this video, is because I just felt like there was something that was like off with me. You could tell that I was still kind of going through it with that, and I want to be transparent and say that it's okay that I was feeling it, and I don't want to ever make content where it's like, well, I don't want to put it up because people can tell I'm sad or whatever, because I really was. I cried for like several days straight over this, and I felt a lot of like dog mom guilt over not just driving through the night to take him wherever he could be seen, exhausting any resource at whatever cost or anything. But truly, I mean, I did everything I could do, and that is enough. And so I had to accept that. It was hard to mourn the loss of his sight, because I just thought, you know, I'm such a bad mom. I should have taken him to the Grand Canyon and everywhere with me. You know, I went out of town literally the weekend before this happened, and I just kept thinking like I should have stayed home because that was the last time he would have been able to see. On the bright side, he's still gonna live an amazing life with us because we will spoil him even more than before. He sleeps in bed with us all the time now. He still has like his bed for whenever he just wants to hang out, but he's been sleeping in bed with us, and I just, you know, I love him so much, and I will do anything I can to make the rest of his life easier because he has truly enriched my life. This is good, by the way. I think not something I would get every day, but as we know here, it's because if I'm gonna get coffee every day, or even the coffee that I make at home, I don't put syrups in it because I'm trying to watch my sugar. But if that's your jam, definitely recommend. If you like peppermint mocha, you will like this. I would imagine, I've personally never had the soft top. I think Andrew has, but if you like that sort of thing, my Dutch Bros was just out of it, but if you like it, it would probably make it even better. That is everything I have for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you especially for your patience. I know I have said that I was gonna put this video up literally months ago. I just felt like every time I tried to say it or tried to explain things, it either just didn't come out right and was very confusing, or it didn't sit right with me the way that I said it, so that's why I didn't want to edit it and put it up and all that jazz. If you like these videos, you can like, comment, subscribe down below. I think what I'll do, because also quick little thing, we have done so much more traveling this year with everything opening up, and with both of us being vaccinated, we've been very lucky and grateful to take some trips recently. We went to Vegas in July, we went to LA and San Francisco in October, and then because I planned trips in advance and didn't think about it, we went to Salt Lake City, Tampa Bay, and then Boston. Back to back to back weekends in October. I may do just a compilation of a travel vlog of the places we've been this year, because I don't think any of them are cohesive enough to be their own videos, but there is enough to maybe make one video to say these are all the places we've been this year. So I will see you guys then, and also get ready because I can't even believe it's already back again. Starting December 1st, Vlogmas 2021, we're back again, and I'll see you guys there. Alright, let's go take a little tiger snooze, shall we? The camera's right there. Say bye! I bet you sure love being taken around in your stroller, don't you, Bubs?